Well, we're back after the snowy weather last week. We didn't have a video last week, so we're happy to be back.
Yes, made it through Snowmageddon, out of January into February, and we've got a lot going on this week. I'm surprised at how much is on the agenda, but it's a bunch. We're going to start off this week with, actually this Thursday, February 5th, is our State of K through 12 Education. It's our first community breakfast of the year. So please come on out. We'd love to have you. It's going to be at the Signature Bank Community Room, Side B, which is at 303 North Main Street, beginning at 7:30. There's a link on this podcast where you can register to attend that. We do ask you to please register. This is a great opportunity to come out and hear what the different school districts have planned for the 2026 year. Let them brag a little bit about the things they've done right, things that they're working on, new projects, new programs. We've invited all 6 of the local school districts, so we should have a really good turnout, and it'll be a very interesting presentation.
Should be. It's always a good one, and we would like to also express our great thanks to ServPro of Mountain Home in Harrison for being our event sponsor.
Yep. Thank you, ServPro. Appreciate it.
Yes, thank you. Well, that's not all we'll be doing this week. We're going to have our first Friday of the year starting for the month of February. First Friday, Coffee Plus Entrepreneurship, and we're going to hear from Lane Ragsdale. She's the owner of the Nest Financial, and we will be over at Venue 121 North Main Street. They're in that nice venue, and be there
in the square.
Yes, be there at 8 a.m., and we'll get the entrepreneurial story of Lane.
Yeah, Lane's a great storyteller. She talk about how she got started in the business and how she's grown it. I think she's been with Nest Financial has been around for 20 years now, I believe. So ought to be a good story. Come on out, hear how she's, the hurdles she's had to overcome, the things she's had to do, especially if you're a small business or thinking about starting a small business. This is a great program to come out and learn a little bit more about what it takes to run a business, some of the behind-the-scenes things. I also want to thank our sponsor for this event is CS Bank. Thank you for sponsoring us up. They're going to be our sponsor for the entire year for our first Friday entrepreneur sponsorship. That's easy for me to say. You know that?
First Friday entrepreneurship plus coffee.
There you go. So come on out. It's open to everybody.
Yes, thank you. Well, we are going to start having some business after hours events coming up later this month. On February the 19th, we would like for you to mark your calendars now and join us as we introduce the new facility for the NARMC Physicians Clinic. This clinic has a specialty in urology, and that address is on Erie Street. It's going to be at 224 West Erie. We're going to be there from 4:30 to 6 p.m., and you can just drop by anytime within that window, meet their physicians and their professionals, have some coffee and some snacks, and we'd love for you to work that into your schedule.
Come on down. It's like a big open house. Everyone's invited. They've just renovated this facility. They've got all new equipment in there. They're like Amy said, they're specializing in urology and related whatever medical terms that they use for that. I'm not a doctor. But come out there, the clinicians are going to be there. So Dr. Decker and Hannah Wilburn, meet them, talk about their services. It's going to be a great opportunity to come out and learn a little bit more. It's another service that's coming to Harrison. We're happy to support them.
And while we're at it, why don't we have another business after hours?
Why not, Amy? That sounds like fun.
So the next day, on February the 20th, from 4:30 to 6 p.m., where are we going to be?
We're going to be at Hotel Seville, recognizing the reopening of their bar and grill and restaurant. I should say bar and restaurant because it is a full-service restaurant. Yes. If you haven't been there recently, they have reopened the old bar and the restaurant. The food's outstanding. I've eaten there a couple of times. So it'll be a Friday after-hours event for them. Ought to be a lot of fun. Everyone's invited. They've done a couple of events there here recently, a couple of dinners. I knew they did a couple of murder mysteries there. So they're trying to, there's new life coming back in. Hanson Doolittle's hired a guy named Mike to kind of, lead the charge on getting that hotel kind of back up and more of a central role in the entertainment district for Harrison. So we're looking forward to helping them celebrate that.
Yep, they're booking lots of live music, and you've got to check out their new windows. They had a window repair workshop back in the summer, and it was maybe it was fall, but their windows look really nice. So you've got to come check that out.
Yeah, that'll be a great event. And then, we're also getting ready for our annual meeting, our annual presentation. So that's going to be on March 17th, St. Patrick's Day. And in preparation for this, one of the things we do is we give out chamber awards that go to, Prime Business, Main Street Business, Nonprofit of the Year. We're also adding a new category this year. We're putting in Businesswoman of the Year, so we're excited about that. But for us to be able to award these awards to the lucky individuals, we need your participation on this as well. So you will find a link to our survey. If you would please go in, make your nominations for the various categories that we have. Tell us why you think this man, woman business should be recognized as, for their services that they do. We'll tally them up and make the awards in March.
Yes, and for the Main Street Business and the Prime Business of the Year and the Nonprofit of the Year, those businesses should be chamber investors. It's our way to be able to thank our investorship. Any of our investors can be nominated for those different awards, and in the link there to the nomination form, there's a description for each category. So don't be overwhelmed. It's straightforward, it's simple, but we would love to hear your input on who you think should be recognized.
Sure would. Love to have you.
Oh, and this week we have our investor highlight. It's going to be going to Bell and Company PA. So they are some local CPAs, and if you need any kind of advice in that area, we ask that you give them a call.
Highly recommend them.
Yep. If you would like to be a highlighted investor, there's a link there to nominate your business.
And we do this weekly, so just fill out the form. It's again very simple. I think it's 3 questions. Ask you why you want to do it and what your company does, and we draw randomly out of the pool. So go ahead and fill it out, put it in there, and you could be a lucky investor highlight of the week yourself.
Yep. So lots of fun. We hope you guys have a great week. It looks like it's going to be melting off some of this lingering snow, and we're happy to see that.
All right.